Hi everybody, Kate Helmers. Welcome to the Stepping Forward with Kate show. Today we have someone that was an incredible artist, still is, and she's been able to branch out with a fantastic new book called Becoming Jessie, and it's celebrating the everyday magic of childhood. And it's for anyone who loves children, but even more than that, for anyone who wants to discover, in my opinion, for anyone who wants to discover the child within them and bring out that magic. So welcome, Patsie McCandless.
Thank you so much, Kate.
Oh.
It's wonderful to be here and share this with you.
Wait till you hear some of the secrets from this book. This is so fantastic. I just love this book. So as you know, our tradition on the show is to ask you 5 questions.
Oh, yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
What is a favorite book or quote that's inspired you in your life?
I would have to say it's The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. It's also was made into one of my favorite movies. The quote from it is, "Beauty made you love, and love made you beautiful."
Oh, I love that. That's great. And how do you keep yourself positive?
Well, I like to talk to my inner being all the time. And I love it in the morning. I just kind of float awake and I float into some of my thoughts. And one of the things I like to do is say, today I get to, even if it's something like, today I get to strip the bed and put on clean sheets, and I get to clean the bathroom. And I say it like that, and then I remember, and I get to have lunch with our baby grandboys, so it's all good. It just makes everything a little more fun.
Yes. Oh, that's a really good one, which actually one of mine was, what do you do to wake up in the morning, everything. Who is a public person who inspires you?
Well, my whole life I have looked to people that inspire me, like from Albert Schweitzer to Mother Teresa. But I had a really unexpected one recently. Our son said, "Mom, I think you would really like this movie. It's called Guardian with the Galaxies." And I was like, but I watched it with him. And I was surprised because it was so imaginative and clever. There was this talking tree superhero and a little raccoon, and it was really fun. And then the actor had this great music track going through the whole thing. So you're going through space with, "Do you like pina coladas?" So I thought it was great.
Sing.
Well, then I saw this actor. It's the same actor from the movie. His name is Chris Pratt. And he is talking about genuine beliefs, belief in prayer, belief in your soul, belief in grace. And I was so impressed and inspired that a young man, a new generation, has this kind of belief system and is willing to share it. So I know that's unusual, but
he seems like a great guy, too.
Yeah. I don't know, but
kind of off topic a little bit, but I don't know if you've seen his new beer commercials either.
No.
If you will like them. Completely off topic and not what we usually do on the Stepping Forward with Kate show, but he kind of makes fun of himself, and he just seems so down to earth. I was watching a beer. I mean, I like beer, but I don't drink it that often. I'm watching the commercial. I mean, that
tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Because there's always something so funny at the end. So FYI, if there are those making commercials. And we all have idiosyncrasies. What's one of yours? Or do you have any?
Well, I do. And I think my funniest one is that, most people seem to see things in the gestalt, the whole picture. But I have always seen things in little pieces and parts. And when I was young, the one that I really remember is I was in 3rd grade and we went to visit the new airport, and it was named after the governor, Theodore Francis Green. And I wrote a report. And so I get up and I'm talking about it, and I called it "The Odor Frank is Green." And my teacher got such a laugh out of it, and she said, "Isn't it interesting how your brain works?" And it still works that way. And my little character in the book, Jessie, his brain works this way too. So it was fun to write.
Oh, no wonder it's so funny. And what's an experience in your life that's helped you step forward?
I have had so many experiences. I think I would say one time when I was teaching, I would always play music first thing in the morning, classical music, and sometimes it was still on when the children would come in, and they were very interested. There was one little very quiet boy, he even his eyes were quiet, and I was always reaching out to him. He walked in and heard that music, and it happened to be Mozart's Eine kleine Nachtmusik, so I wrote this into the book. He stood, and his eyes got curious, and his arms came up, and he started conducting it.
Oh, how cute.
and I thought, this is how we touch people. Yeah. These are the connections that mean everything. These are the moments. So it was magical.
Well, that is a perfect segue into the book, because I know you originally started writing this for kids, but as I said, it covers one of my favorite topics, the treasure chest inside of us.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I love for people to discover what is so cool about themselves, and open that treasure chest up and everything they can do, etc. Could you explain how you ended up writing this book and the treasures within it?
I really believe in magic. I believe that you are born with magic. We all are.
I love that.
Born with magic. And it's that light within us. It's those shining eyes that I was looking for in that little boy, that contagious giggle. And the children have those precious now moments, and you can see them growing from the inside. So I often refer to it as our light, and I call it light on. And so I brought my light stick with me. And this is a light stick, and it only is activated with human electric energy.
Oh,
really,
wow.
Really. So how about if we try to light it up?
Oh, I love that.
All right. So it's not lighting. What's wrong?
I don't know.
Well, there is a secret.
Okay.
We have to make a full human connection.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Isn't it? And it's the perfect metaphor, because if you let go, it goes out.
Oh my gosh, can we do that again? Oh, that is so cool.
So I like to say, don't let go. Don't let go of your magic. Don't let go of the magic in your child. So this is a great little metaphor.
That's why I enjoyed reading this. The other thing is, I love how in each chapter of your book, you seem to have a lesson. One specific lesson I love is how you show when life is not going your way, what you can do. Can you give us an example of that?
Certainly. I find it really interesting that this is not a how-to book, but all the lessons are woven in, so it's easy for Jessie to learn and for the reader to learn. So I think one of my favorites is when Dearie, his grandmother, tells him, "Did you do your think?" And he said, "I forgot my think." And he has a little letter, each letter. You take a deep breath, you hold yourself high, you imagine the now as you want it to be, and you know that all is well, and so it is. All is well, and so it is very important. It runs through the whole book, because whatever you're thinking, if you're thinking all is hell,
right,
that's pretty much what you're going to get. And so that was really a cornerstone for all of them. But another favorite is the rule of tongue, that all of the words on your tongue make them all delicious.
Which is so great. I think the first lesson is something that we can all take and use on an everyday basis, and then pass on to kids. I mean, it's such a great, because so many times kids won't know how to react to something.
Yes.
But if you teach them an easy way, it's so great. Okay, now we're going to get into Dearie. Oh, because I loved this part. So Dearie has an entire vocabulary. So much so that Patsy needed to put a dictionary in the back for her vocabulary. And I think they were italicized throughout.
Yes.
Okay. Brain bonkers. I love that. Being smart. Okay, this is my favorite though. Bunky dinks.
Yes. When Deary gets a little frustrated, she will often pop out of her mouth, "Oh, bunky dinks. I thought we were ready for this." And it just is one of those phrases that just popped into my head too.
Oh my gosh, they're such cute words. So if nothing else, check out the dictionary. I love it. And I heard you were listening to the Symphony at one point. And
Yes.
what was that about?
Well, I truly believe that music can transport us. And I was a little confused and frustrated with one of my characters. And the Symphony was playing Bartók. And if you're familiar, his measures go this way for a bit, and then all of a sudden they turn around 360 and go the other way, and you have this screeching halt, and then you come up to another. All of a sudden, I had my character for Grams McGuire, who is a very eccentric woman, and she goes one way and then does the 180 the other way. And
So just listening to the music.
and I
inspired
came
you.
out clear as a bell. I just knew
is that
what to do, and I could hardly wait to get back and start writing again.
Oh my gosh, that's great. And I heard you took an incident from your youth.
Yes, well, sometimes
We
I
want
was
that
naughty. So when I was about 9 years old, we lived in Navy quarters, and there was a big apartment house across the street from us. And we were investigating, and we found a freezer chest full of ice cream.
Oh wow.
So we ran home, got our spoons, and came
Your
back.
spoons?
Oh yes, we opened the containers.
Oh
we're pilfer looting. That's another word. Pilfer looting this ice cream, and we did get caught. But it was quite an adventure. And I remember the reason we got caught is one of my brothers was peering through the window. He followed us and he was watching us, and so we were caught. But so that's in the book.
I didn't know you had really done it though. Oh, that's so funny. And the book is so colorful and fun. Even the art.
That is my artwork.
You did the cover?
Yes, it's all in paper. I cut paper, and my work is called Paper Solo. Only paper. So
Is that the website people can see your work, your artist?
I believe it's on my regular website
Okay.
too, so they can
Which
find
is?
it there. My regular website is becomingjessie.com.
Because this is diverting from the book a little bit, but could you explain how you create your art?
This is somewhat. This is how I got all the sparkles. This is actually paper, and let's see if I can pull this off so that you can see the beautiful gossamer. This is paper.
That's paper?
Yes, it's made from
It's so soft.
this is all of these papers, I believe, are from the Pacific Rim, and they are from Kozo. That is paper.
Wow.
And all of these are the sparkles that are in the star, and all the sky colors. Jessie is mostly out of
I
these.
see.
So,
I see.
yeah. So all the greeneries and the more of the purples. So it's really, I have to say, my papers truly inspire me too. There's my website, Paper Solo,
Oh, paper solo, okay.
and I like to
We'll
say
put that on so you can see it down at the bottom.
no pen, no paint, no ink.
Wow.
Only layers of exquisite papers. And this is a picture. This is one of my miniatures. I've become an award-winning artist in miniatures, which I didn't. And you can see how intricate everything, tiny.
We'll take a close-up so you can see.
Yeah.
So you cut.
I cut all of
Wow.
those shapes, and then I use archival glues to put them
Okay.
all together. So that gives you an idea of how I created the cover.
Well, I wanted to get into that a little bit. I know we didn't talk about discussing this.
No.
But I was so inspired when I saw your art.
Thank you.
And that creativity really comes out in the book, which is sometimes it's hard for artists to go from one medium to another, but
Mhm,
you did it
mhm.
really well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And since your it seems very right brain.
Yes.
Did you have to use left brain at all when you were working on the brain, like to outline it or?
Yes, and I have to say, I really love immersing myself in my right brain activities, whether it's my art or my writing and my music. I also composed music for this book.
Oh, wow.
And I play flute. So when I'm there, I think every artist, actually everyone on earth knows those moments. They're so precious, and they seem to be interminable. They just last. And then somebody knocks on the door and says, are we eating dinner tonight? And you're in your left brain. Even my art. Okay, I come out of my creations, and now to get it out into the world, I have to put on my left brain.
Oh.
And that is such a challenge. I think it's a challenge for most creatives. I call them imaginators. That it's really a process. It's a whole different process to move yourself out successfully into the world. So I would say, all you artists out there, just, flip back. Right brain, left brain. Right brain, left brain.
I love it. Well, it's time for 30 seconds of fun.
Oh,
are you ready?
I've already had so much fun. This is great.
This is as many questions as we can get in 30 seconds. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Favorite sound?
Giggle snickens.
I'm sure it's in the book. Favorite smell?
I would like to say my husband's neck.
Oh my gosh! Favorite taste? Oh, wait a minute. Keep this clean.
Okay. I would have to say the delicious words that are on my tongue.
Oh. Favorite candy?
Lemon drops.
Ooh, yum. Best scary bad guy?
The Wicked Witch from Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, from Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was wicked.
Well, thank you for being with us
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for-
Can we do the light thing one more time?
Oh, sure.
Just love this little
Yeah.
thing. Okay, as we're
Okay,
going
here we
out.
go.
Okay. Yay!
Light on. Light on. That's my favorite expression.
And also, see Patsy in TEDx. She does an entire TEDx on saving the magic of childhood. I was actually live. That's where I met her. I was sitting next to her husband when she gave that speech. It was fantastic. Go to becomingjessie.com and check out her art clearly. But check out Becoming Jessie to find the magic inside of you, because that is magical, to say the least. And for more about us, go to katehelmers.com or your10keys.com and be blessed. Thank you for being on the Stepping Forward with Kate show and watching us. Thanks so much. Okay, we're out.